Hello class, and welcome to our show about carbohydrates.
First, we're going to start off with a question and answer. First, what are the four classes of biological molecules?
The four classes of biological molecules are lipids, carbohydrates, proteins, and nucleic acids.
Interesting.
How do they work?
Well, carbohydrates make energy for our bodies, lipids are used for long-term energy storage, proteins are involved in every function in our lives, and nucleic acids make us who we are with our DNA and RNA.
Wow, that's really interesting.
So, how do we define carbohydrates?
Well, carbs can be defined chemically as neutral compounds of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. They also come in simple forms like sugar and in complex forms like starches and fibers. How does the body use these sugars and fibers?
Carbohydrates break down into glucose, which is a simple sugar that the body uses to feed the cells and create energy.
Wow, that's interesting.
What molecular compounds are carbohydrates made from?
Carbon, hydrogen, and of course the obvious one, oxygen. Why are these molecules so essential to our lives?
They are essential because they produce energy for our bodies and help us function.
Have you ever wondered what a carbohydrate monomer and polymer are, and examples of them?
You know what, Ellie? I actually have.
Wow. Well, then do I have some information for you about these? Did you know that there are 4 groups of carbs?
No. How interesting.
Well, monomers are monosaccharides, and these are simple carbs like sugar, and they are the building blocks for complex carbs. And polymers are disaccharides, which are lactose and sucrose. Another group of polymers are oligosaccharides, and these are complex carbohydrates, and they consist of many vitamins and minerals. The third group of polymers are polysaccharides, and these are also complex, and they have many vitamins, minerals, and fibers in them, but they have more sugar in them than the disaccharides do, or the oligosaccharides do.
Finally, I can sleep at night now that I know all these things about carbohydrates.
I felt the same way, Katie.
Now we're going to talk about diabetes and how it relates to carbohydrates. First off, what's the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes?
Well, type 1 diabetes, with that, the pancreas loses the ability to make insulin for our bodies, and we need insulin. And type 2, the body can't respond normally to the insulin that is already made in our bodies, so that's why they have to constantly take insulin injections. What role do carbohydrates play in diabetes?
Carbohydrates are types of energy that we get from the food we eat, and in people with diabetes, without diabetes, the body breaks down carbs into sugar glucose and goes into our bloodstream with the help of insulin that is already in our bodies, goes into our cells, and then is used for energy. But for people with type 1 diabetes, the pancreas cannot produce that insulin we need, and for people with type 2 diabetes, the body doesn't respond normally to the insulin that is already made.
Wow, that really cleared some things up for me. What are some symptoms of diabetes?
Well, you could be very thirsty and hungry, even if you're eating.
Wow, that would definitely be a problem for me.
Me too. Also, you could be very tired, have blurry vision, and you may see some weight loss with type 1 diabetes. And then with type 2 diabetes, you could have pain or numbness in the hands or feet.
Some Well, now it's your turn to answer questions about our presentation. The first one is,
what are the four classes of biological molecules?
if you answered carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids, then you were right. Pat yourself on the back. The next question is, why are carbs essential for our bodies? A, they make us happy.
B, they produce energy for our bodies.
Or C, it's used in our bodies to build and repair tissue.
If you said B, you're right. Another pat on the back for that one.
There you go.
Last question. What does your body need but cannot produce with type 1 diabetes? A, blood.
B, saliva.
or C, insulin? If you said C, you're correct.
Pat yourself on the back again. All right, that's it for our presentation. Thanks for watching.